Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your NFL Week 6 commentary. As we have the Detroit Lions who forget to put their offense in drive as they can't get out of their own end zone. Matthew Stafford is sacked and fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the New Orleans Saints for the score.
Hey Matt, don't feel too bad. It's not like you're going to turn the ball over again, right?
We go out to Minnesota where Aaron Rodgers is trying to get the ball to Martellus Bennett, but his hands must be sponsored by some sort of lesbian because it's rejecting the ball. He drops it on the floor. Oh my lord, on the exact same play, the Vikings defense must have used fissure, sear cold, and horn drill because they hit Aaron Rodgers with a one-hit KO. He's out for the game. Let's take a look at everybody who started Aaron Rodgers in fantasy. Yeah, they're not feeling too good about that today. We head back out to New Orleans where the Lions are trying to redeem themselves after giving up an easy touchdown. Matthew Stafford throws the ball to Golden Tate. He keeps his feet in bounds. He activates his spell card, Mystical Space Typhoon. Get your bitch ass off of me. And he leaps into the end zone. This man has some sort of my strange addiction with jumping into the end zone. He did it last year. He did it a couple years back. TLC, get this man on your show. We head out to Atlanta where the Miami Dolphins are getting absolutely sodomized. Jay Cutler steps up in the pocket, tries to make a play, and he throws yet another interception. Let's take a look at that Miami Dolphins coaching staff. We head out to Houston where there's an epidemic of dreadlock powers being used as Will Fuller catches his 5th touchdown on the year. We head out to New York where the Jets are on the taxiway and getting ready to take flight. Josh McCown throws the ball to Jeremy. I like my fries curly, and he runs the ball into the end zone for the score. We head out to New Orleans where the Saints defense activate TM46 Thief. They take the ball away from the Lions for their 2nd fumble recovery.
Come on, Matthew, things could be worse. It's not like you're going to turn it over again, right?
We head back out to Houston where the Browns have the ball at the 23-yard line trying to make a play, and the ball's intercepted by Jonathan Joseph. He's going to make a house call and take it all the way to the house. Expecting the Browns to score is like expecting to get a girl pregnant while doing just anal. It's never gonna happen. Touchdown Texans. We head out to Baltimore where Joe I steal Super Bowl MVPs from Jacoby Jones. Flacco is trying to make a play. He throws the ball. It's intercepted by Bryce Callahan. He's out to the 35, out to the 40. He must have doused himself in some sort of Raven repellent because it doesn't seem like they're gonna touch him at all. He's at the 35 and they finally catch him at the 20-yard line. Back to MetLife Stadium where the spirit of Scott Norwood must have migrated to the metropolitan area because Stephen Gostkowski's field goal is wide right. I'm sure you know all about that now, don't you, Nick Folk? You kick all the field goals wide right. Put your motherfucking head back down. Back to Baltimore where the Bears are pilgrims and the Ravens defense are Native Americans because they got absolutely fooled and hoodwinked, flabbergasted because Tariq Cohen was supposed to run the ball, but he threw the ball for the touchdown to Zach Miller. After Malcolm Butler gets an interception, Tom Brady throws the ball to Mr. I'll be performing cunnilingus while getting fellatio 69 style, Mr. Rob Gronkowski for the touchdown. We go out to Lambeau Field where the only man who can save the Packers now is Mr. Brett Favre running onto the field, but they're playing in Minnesota, dummy. Here in the wrong stadium. Back to New York where it seems the Jets are just out of fuel. Tom Brady throws the ball over the middle. It's caught by Robert Gronkowski, and fuck this defense. I'm just gonna run the ball into the end zone for the score, his 2nd on the day. Back to Atlanta we go where we have Jay Cutler trying to put the ball into the end zone, and expecting this man to put up a good play is like expecting to see a Kardashian with a white man. And he throws the ball to Jarvis Landry for the score. This calls for a celebration, and the coaching staff celebrates the only way they know how. Robbie Gould lines up to kick a 47-yard field goal. He hasn't missed one on the year, and it seems the ball is traveling to California because it's sailing west. Missed wide right. You see that, Nick Folk? That's a whole lot why you lost your job. Put your motherfucking head back down, stupid. We turn our cameras to Minnesota where a law and order case. Keenum is trying to set up a play. He drops back in the pocket. He throws the ball to his left to Laquan Treadwell. And look at the amazing poke gratuitous catch this man just performed. The Vikings must have switched to Allstate because the ball is in good hands. After a Chicago Bears score, they're getting ready to kick the ball off, and they're kicking it deep to Bobby Schmurder, Bobby Knight, Bobby Vinton, Bobby Portis, Bobby Brown. No, it's Bobby Rainey. He has the ball. He makes a move inside the 20, falls down after some friendly fire. But it seems this Bears special team unit must have been caught in the genjutsu because they don't realize the play is still going. Bobby Rainey's running down the field. He's at the 20, makes a man miss, goes into the end zone for the score. Back out to Houston where black names matter. Deshaun Watson runs a play action fake to Lamar Miller, throws the ball over the middle to DeAndre Hopkins. I'm telling you, the dreadlocks powers are real. Back to New Jersey where the referees are clearly on meth. They say the Jets player fumbled, recovered his own ball, and there's a touchback ball to the Patriots. What? We go out to Washington where Brian Hoyer drops back in the pocket and you see this amazing one-hand catch by Pierre Garçon. Is it going to help his team win? Absolutely not, because a couple drives later, you have Kirk Cousins take the ball into the end zone for himself. Touchdown Native Americans, win for the Native Americans. We go back out to Atlanta where the Falcons have blown more leads than Mia Khalifa has blown cocks as the ball's intercepted by Rashard Jones and Miami's going to win the game. Time to celebrate good cocaine. Come on. We go out to New Orleans where the Lions are losing by 35 points. That's the same number of dicks Cardi B sucked before she got famous. Look at the marvelous one-hand touchdown catch by
Marvin Jones.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the Jacksonville Jaguars are kicking the ball deep to Pharaoh Cooper, who must have activated all 5 pieces of Exodia because he's about to obliterate the special teams of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Look at the pirouette spin that would make the ballet teacher of Lynn Swann and Marshall Faulk happy. As he's scampering down the end zone, they will not get him. It seems these Jaguars do not have any speed as the Rams go into the end zone. We head back out to New Orleans, where special teams touchdowns seem to be a trend. The New Orleans Saints are punting the ball back to the Detroit Lions, who refuse to die, much like Matt Hardy in 2003. It's fielded at the 25. It's getting pushed out to the 30, to the 40. He's on his way. They will not catch this goddamn lion. You can call him the Lion King as Mufasa goes into the end zone. We remain in New Orleans, where you should have started the Lions on fantasy because Simba takes the ball into the end zone for the score. We head out to Arizona, where Adrian Peterson gets the ball. When I was in New Orleans, I felt like I was in a jail cell and was never going to be let free. Oh, I'm happy to be on a team that appreciates me. Touchdown, Adrian Peterson. Back to Baltimore we go, where they have more players on injured reserve than the military has disability discharges this year. As Joe Flacco throws an interception, it's intercepted by Adrian Amos. He makes a move to the 20. He cuts outside. Breaks somebody's ankles. He's cutting up the middle at the 40 to the 50. Out to the 45 to the 40. He's gonna go to the house. And he runs it into the end zone for the Bears touchdown. We head out to New Orleans, where the Lions' comeback is just like a dry orgasm, extremely anticlimactic, as the ball ricochets and is intercepted by the Saints. He's running down the sideline. He's tackled, or he fumbles the ball on the ground, but it's out of bounds. New Orleans goes on to win the game. I bet Matthew Stafford is feeling like shit. You should, dummy. We head back out to Baltimore, where Michael Campanaro is back there to return the kick, where special teams is putting up more points than driving 125 miles per hour and getting pulled over by the police. As he's out to the 45, he makes some move past the 50, and he's going to be off to the races. Oh my God, yet another special teams touchdown. I haven't seen this many special deliveries since G-Dep and P. Diddy. We stay inside Baltimore, where the Bears have to kick a field goal in overtime to win the game, and Carter Buff kicks it up, and good, they win the game. I bet you don't know anything about that, Nick Folk. Put your motherfucking head down. That's why you unemployed. We go out to LA, where Leonard Fournette runs through a hole that must have been split by Moses, because it looks a whole lot like the Red Sea. He's off to the races, running to the end zone faster than Ellen DeGeneres runs to a dildo store, as the Jaguars are on the board. We go out to Arizona, and let's get a good look at that Buccaneers defense in the first half. Just look at the Pirates are getting absolutely decimated by that Arizona Cardinals offense. After a look at the Buccaneers defense, let's take a look at that Buccaneers offense. He throws it to nobody. We go out to Kansas City, where the Pittsburgh Steelers clearly went to Home Depot, because they're ringing the bell as they're pushing Le'Veon Bell all the way up the middle as he goes in for the score. He goes over to relieve his tension against the goddamn goalpost. I won $17 million. The Steelers only gave me 12. The Jaguars line up to punt, but the punter is sponsored by Milo Yiannopoulos' Twitter account, because it gets blocked and it's taken by the Rams and carried into the end zone for the score. We go out to Arizona, where we have a little bit of NFL history. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a Harvard grad, throws the ball to Cameron Brate, who's also a Harvard grad. This is the most educated touchdown in NFL history. We head out to Oakland, where the Raiders have the ball. Derek Carr gives the ball on the jet sweep to Cordero Patterson, and he's running towards the end zone the same way an ISIS member runs towards their eventual suicide, and he goes in for the score. We head out to Arizona, where the Buccaneers defense activated a monster reborn. Hey, Larry Fitzgerald, what's your favorite kind of tease? A strip. As Levante David strips the ball from Larry Fitzgerald, he picks it up at the 21-yard line. He's running it into the end zone for the score. We head out to Kansas City, where Alex Smith is trying to make a comeback for the Kansas City Chiefs. He escapes from the pocket the same way Pablo Escobar escapes from a Colombian prison. He gets the ball to DeAnthony Thomas at the 24-yard line, breaks a tackle, and he's going into the end zone for the score. The Chiefs have life. We go out to Jacksonville. I apologize for saying Los Angeles earlier, where the Jacksonville Jaguars need a field goal in order to make it a one-possession game, but he misses a kick. I'm pretty sure you know all about that, Mr. Nick Folk. You cost your team games as well. Put your head back down. We head out to Arrowhead Stadium, where the Pittsburgh Steelers need to put some points on the board to ice the game. Big Ben throws to his left and goes through the defender's hands. It's caught by Antonio Brown. He's off to the races, and he's going to go into the end zone for the score. You can call the Steelers a pilgrim. This is Thanksgiving, and they put the dagger into the Chiefs. Christopher Columbus, motherfucker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. We go out to Oakland, where the Android Chargers need to kick a field goal in order to win the game, and they kick it through the uprights, and it's good. Aren't they happy that they cut some young hoe? I hear he's working on the street corner somewhere. As Phillip Rivers is extremely ecstatic, everybody's happy. They don't got no bum-ass kicker in Tampa who can't make any goddamn kicks. Put your goddamn head down. You never gonna work in the NFL ever again. We head out to Kansas City, where the Chiefs have one last opportunity to probably put some points on the board. James Harrison has some different ideas as he takes Alex Smith to the ground. He whispers in his ear, you got a better chance doing anal with your girlfriend after she took 6 shots of prune juice and not getting your dick dirty, because you're not gonna win tonight. He gives Alex Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs a Metro card. He gives them $2.75 and tells them to please board the L train because you just took this loss. This has been your NFL Week 6 commentary. I am your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual. I am the Chiseled Adonis, signing the fuck out.